Everybody. Hi, welcome to today's Daily Antidote of Song. Today is day 1,511 days of consecutive singing right here in the Daily Antidote. I see that Carolyn in Boise has a cue card for me. Thank you. I'm so glad that you guys have all decided to join us. Happy Saturday. Let's get to the fun stuff. We're going to say hi to everybody out there on the live stream. Hi, folks on YouTube, and hi, folks on Facebook Live. We're glad you're with us today. And hello, of course, to everybody in this room. Really glad that so many of you joined us. For anybody who's new today here on the live stream, we're the Daily Antidote of Song. That's one sing-along song, sometimes two, you never know. Every day at noon Eastern, we've been doing this and doing this and doing this. And we are delighted to have with us today Kevin So, who has not been with us since August of 2021. So let's throw our hands up with gratitude being back in here with Kevin. And before we begin, I'm going to go ahead and say hi to everybody in the room. And also I want to do a big shout out to Carpe Diem Arts, who keeps this program going day after day. So a big thank you to Carpe Diem. So let's say hello today to everybody who's here. I'm going to start out by saying hello to Candace, coming in from Los Angeles, UCLA student. She is new to our tech team. Can we all please throw up our hands and welcome Candace, and welcome everybody to stay afterwards. We're going to say hi to Candace after we close the live stream. So live stream folks, you're welcome to jump in the room afterwards if you like. Hello, of course, to Kevin So, coming in from Framingham, Mass, and we'll get back to you in just one second. Arlene in Berkeley, California. David and Elsie in Oakland, California. Deborah in Kentucky. Dally in Maryland. Hoda coming in from British Columbia. Bob in Massachusetts, Cambridge area. Hi to Kathy in Colorado. Aloysius in Mass. Sarah coming in from Connecticut. Susan in Cincinnati. Bonnie in Boise, Idaho. Hi to Sheila in North Florida. Sue in Seattle. Bob coming in from Albany, New York. Benet in California. Jim Harkless coming in from Maryland, apparently on a bus. Nice to see you, Jim. Lots of love. Carolyn coming in from Boise, Idaho. Kathleen in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Storm in Mass. Linda coming in from Orcas Island. Cricket coming in from Maryland. Sarah in Texas. Annette in California. Phil and Pauline and William coming in from over there in Newcastle, UK. Nice to see you guys with us today. Mabel and some bears in Massachusetts. Fred from FSGW coming in from Silver Spring, Maryland. Donna in Vermont. Kat in Vermont. Athena coming in from Brooklyn. Lynn in Connecticut. Nancy in Washington State. Sandy in Western North Carolina. And if I missed you on the hello end of things, I will make sure to get you on the goodbye end of things. Let's all take a deep breath. Kevin's taking a picture of us. Everybody say cheese for Kevin's picture. I love it.
Selfie.
Awesome.
You gotta
Very,
do
very
that
nice. I
selfie.
love it. Thanks, Kevin, for being here with us. I'm not really exactly sure how we've missed having you back since August of 2021, other than that I know you're always super busy. So I'm glad that we figured out a way to get you back in here now. And I'm excited because I know we've got big plans for what we're doing with you today. So Kevin is a singer-songwriter, amazing musician, and does a lot of incredible stuff in the world besides making his own music like he's going to do with us in here today. We'll chat more with Kevin after we sing the first song. So Kevin, wondering if you can share your chorus with us, and then we'll sing along with you.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Thanks so much, Joe. This is a song called I Got Angels, and a little soft brag. It was actually recorded about 3 or 4 years ago by American Idol runner-up, I guess, contestant Crystal Bowersox. She lives in Nashville, and she recorded this song. And I'm gonna play the chorus. Kind of goes like this. If I can sing this high or so early in the morning. Angels watching over me. Angels I don't always see. All I know, wherever I go, I got reasons to believe. I got angels. That's kind of the outro, and you can add a harmony. I got angels. It's kind of a lower harmony, and the high harmony is I got angels. So you gotta get the idea of the 3-part harmony, gospel-ish thing going on. So And of course, you can always hear the original recording, which is out there, that I recorded on my Soul album. Soul, meaning speaking of universal language. So, all right. So this is the tune. Okay. Not gonna give up, not gonna slow down, not gonna play rough. I wanna stick around, 'cause I'm not alone here. There is nothing to fear. I got angels, I got angels. Not yet. Don't wanna lose you. You've been a good friend, supporting what I do, no matter how different. Shown in the right light, the way I won't fade from sight. I got angels, I got angels. Here we go. Angels watching over me. Angels I don't always see. All I know, wherever I go, I got reasons to believe. I got angels. Let's do it one more time. I got angels. I might feel I'm losing ground, can't keep chipping away, but there they are, keeping this ball in play. My heart is broken, I'm gonna bounce back. I need a moment to find out what I have, 'cause there'll be a strong hand to lift me up again. I got angels, I got angels. Angels watching over me, yeah. Angels I don't always see. All I know, wherever I go, I got reasons to believe. I got angels. Help me out. I got angels. I know, I know, I know. I got angels. Ooh, yeah. I got angels. Ooh, yeah, yeah. I got angels. One more time. I got angels.
Beautiful. Kevin, thank you so much. Oh, please give it up for Kevin So.
No, I hear you. I hear you. Thank you so much. I see you, which I hear you. So thank you so much.
Yeah, did you hear us singing along too at the
I
top of
did.
our
I
lungs?
did. I did.
Awesome.
I could see it. I could see the mouths moving, and yeah.
Beautiful. So I do love the idea of the not giving up and that we have angels all around us, maybe giving us a little bit of assists, especially as there's so much nutsy craziness going on in the world. But also the idea of losing people. Do you want to tell me or tell us, I mean, a little bit more about sort of the impetus for writing the song?
I wrote that song actually a few years ago. it was political year, and all this stuff was going on in like 2016, 2017, and I had a good friend of mine, and I still am good friends with this person, and this person, I felt my gut was that person kind of stood differently, as far as, politically and all that. But then I realized this person was coming in, recording vocals for my album and doing it as a favor, like a lot of my friends. And I realized that I was the one who kind of getting sucked into the whole, that whole thing, politically and all that. And it was just important for me to realize that that's not that shouldn't be on the forefront of my mind. It's if I'm gonna talk the talk, walk the walk, then it's like got to put all that behind you and focus on the fact that I forget whose song says that we are each other's angels. I think it's a Chuck Brodsky song or something. And kind of wanted to spin my own version of it, and I wrote it with a dear friend of mine, Lisa Ashman, who's kind of been around the folk scene for many years, and she and I have written a lot of songs since I was living in Nashville. And this was one of those songs that I felt that I think when you write, you always want to be a better person, right? After you finish your song, you want to transcend. And that's what writing has always been about for me, is kind of getting through. It's like, therapeutic. I know it sounds cliche, but it still stands true for me. And that song in particular was definitely had some resonance, what I'd been going through. And, you write it like any kind of classic Nashville session. We wrote it, in about 3 or 4 hours, and then I put it away, and then I kind of reach back into the lyrics and fine tune it and think about it. And, before you know it, it's like you start playing it out at different places, including some gigs, and you never know what kind of power it has, the potency of a song. And I think I played it down in a radio station in Florida. Shout out to Jeannie Holton, WMNF, and she just was completely inspired by that song, because like, oh my God, that song is incredible, blah, blah, blah. And I just written it on kind of like a piano ballad, and then, double timed it, as you say, double time for all the music nerds out there, double time feel. And, some people still prefer the ballad version, and Crystal Bowersox kind of did the ballad version with some strings, so I encourage you to check it out. But I still like my version too. So, because it's such a syrupy message in a way. Nothing wrong with syrupy messages, but I don't want to go over the top with the production. I wanted to kind of have not a disco beat, but just a little, as they call, 4 on the floor. So it's kind of like angels watching. Oh, it's just got that, you can work out to it. You know what I mean?
Now I think we have our role clear for round 2. When we sing it again, we're all gonna also be adding the bounce along as well as the sing along.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just it's too early in the day for a slow,
You slow musicians.
Yeah,
So
I'm not saying that.
we've actually got folks in the room here off the West Coast who are coming in here much, much earlier than we over here on the East Coast. So we have less to complain about. But those of them over there in the UK and beyond are, in cocktail hour. So we're all coming in with our own degree of bounce potential, and we'll work that as best as we can. So Kevin, thank you for bringing up that notion about sort of like framing the world through the divide, the 2016, divide, and the notion that, thinking much more in terms of trying to figure out where the unification factor is and not the divide factor. I think that was a really great thing for you to throw out here into the discussion space. So I want to just note quickly before I forget that I'd love to see a show of hands. How many people remember Kevin So in August singing the friendship song? I don't remember the actual name of it, but it had to do with a dog, and we watched a little video with a friend being. Do I have? Yeah, okay. I see that there are some folks who were here for that. So we're going to throw a link in the chat for when Kevin sang with us the first time, because I thought that song was brilliant and I really loved it. And Kevin, this one also, thank you. You're an incredible songwriter, and we're super glad to be able to connect with you. So, all right, Kevin, it's AAPI month right now here in the US. And so I wanted to have like a little conversation about AAPI with you, as much as you're interested and willing to talk about it. And I know we're going to shift into actually a song that you have in Mandarin Do you want to talk at all about sort of the AAPI experience this month or any month, and sort of how you're feeling in general about things in the world?
Well, sure. On a personal level, I think, I mean, here we are, I could just see the faces. It's almost like looking at all the presidents of the United States, right? Sometimes you just see, you don't see faces like me in general. And I understand that. It's been, 20 years of kind of having that paradigm shift of not laying blame. And, at the end of the day, there's equality of opportunity, right? Not equality of outcome. That's an important thing I remember that stuck by me especially during the lockdown, is kind of understanding that, um, you know, hey, the door's wide open for Asian Americans. If you just want to join the Daily Antidote, submit your song, right? I mean, it's an equal opportunity. Nobody's barring you from anything. There are days, of course, feel like there's a glass ceiling or whatever, but you see movies like Crazy Rich Asians and things like that. I mean, granted, it's not my particular cup of tea, but I think the opportunities are there. There are some great movies by Wayne Wang that just got released on the Criterion Collection. The guy did, Joy Luck Club. That's his famous movie, but there's a great movie called Dim Sum, A Little Bit of Heart. Another movie that is pretty hardcore as far as like it's in black and white. It's called Chan is Missing. I encourage you to watch that too for if you're Asian or not. It's just a real edgy movie and takes place in San Francisco in the early 80s. It's a funny movie too. It got released on Criterion. Not to go on a tangent, but I've seen the progress of Asian Americans in mainstream media. Certainly I came up in the late 80s, my first time performing in I guess you'd say in front of an audience, and then throughout the 90s I did achieve a lot of success. I opened for Billy Bragg and Joe Cocker and all these different things, and so history will go down, and whether I received the sort of notoriety, I don't care at this point. I think that's where those lessons of gratitude and things. I mean, I don't think actually enough Asian Americans. I can't speak for every Asian American, but like a lot of people in my generation just didn't go down that road of like, Wayne Dyer and, what I mean, even I'm listening to like Jack Canfield, what I mean, things like the self-help stuff that has actually gotten me through a lot. And so maintain a good, healthy diet of like gratitude, but also constantly striving and, what I mean, going beyond your limits. I think that's part of embracing my Americanness, I guess you'd say, whatever, my whiteness, I don't know, my blackness, I don't know what is it. It is what it is. Like I said, it's an equal opportunity for everybody to tap into. Just go to Barnes and Nobles and go to your self-help section and pick up some Deepak Chopra or read it there. It's free, go to the library, go to your local library. But those are the things that I've embraced in my, anywhere from my mid 30s to now I'm in my 50s. So I just think being Asian American, it's great to be recognized. In a way, I was recognized in the 2000s. I was like the it guy. There weren't many Asian Americans performing sort of, I guess you'd say, crossover, right? Singing without an accent or whatever, speaking perfectly. But I was also part of a multi-genre event. A lot of colleges at the time were hiring me, but I get paid pretty well for playing one song or two songs because it was part of a you'd have your taiko drum group, you'd have your dragon dance, you'd have your hip hop singer-songwriter, hip hop Asian Americans, rapping and killing it like Jin the MC. There were people out there doing it who at the time I knew that those people were pioneers. I wasn't kind of gonna be patting myself on the back. I was just like, just keep doing the work. Just lay it down. Hey, if my bills are paid, and to be fair, I mean, I pivoted out of the folk scene. People ask, oh, I haven't seen him in years. I'm like, well, I've been playing. It's just that I pivoted. I went into different genres of music, moved to New York, moved to Nashville. So the folk scene, I've had to deal with sort of the love-hate relationship with that world because, you know, because you don't, you know, you hit a wall. At least you think you do, and you're not getting the gigs that you want. You're not playing at this Unitarian coffee house or this venue or this, you know, you don't have this booking agent. But I take full accountability of that. You know, I wasn't going to the Folk Alliance conferences. I wasn't going to these folk festivals and schmoozing and networking like everybody does. And what I used to do. And that's kind of those things that is taking accountability for your actions. And I think, you know, I mean, I'm not going to lie, opening, you know, and touring with Kebmo as a side man and, you know, you know, they say the sweetest revenge is success, right? So, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. It's like, hey, I'm not playing this folk festival, but I am playing at the Ryman Auditorium, playing keyboards for Keb Mo. So, like, look, you know, I mean, you live in, you just live with that, and I got no hate for anybody at this point. Kind of like
That's
just
great.
gratitude, you know what I mean? I'm
That's so
happy,
great.
you know what I mean, just to play my music and to keep and to have projects ahead, you know. So sorry, I'm just rambling
No,
on, but that's gotta
no,
keep it
Kevin.
real with you all.
No, it's awesome. Thank you. I really love it. And I think, you've said so many good things. I feel like we could talk for like another hour. Like I loved what you said about the songwriting being therapeutic. And if you're writing a song, you want to come out being better than you were when you went into it. And like you said, it's a little bit of a cliche, but it's completely incredible. And it is tying into a lot of what you're saying right now. I think also about getting on the musical journey, seeing where it takes you, and learning how to work with the things that do and do not work, and coming out of that, better than you
Right,
went into it. And
right.
also, there's a notion of like a folk scene, right, which is an existing thing.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
not anybody or everybody who sings like folk music is necessarily required to stay in a stamp of the folk scene, right? So there are things about a
right,
folk scene that one could say are closed, right? But folk music itself or traditional music
right,
is actually open, and it's just, you have to kind of,
right,
I think, avoid those pitfalls of the sort of ways in which some things can become cliquish or become boxed and closed, where the
right.
notion of folk music would be to have it open, of course, right? So
Yeah,
like, yeah,
yeah, it's a music business. It's a
yeah,
business. So you just got to go in there, understanding that and just completely feeling being accountable for everything you do and understand. Don't you know? You can't complain. You know, as it's a business.
yeah,
I think it kind of disguises with the sort of kumbaya and the love and the community, and there's you know it's sold that way, and you know if you spend enough time in it, you realize you know it is a business, and you can still you know do both. You can have it both ways. It's just understand what you're going into, and
yep,
yeah, like I kind of when I came into the folk world in Cambridge, you know, in the heart of it, I was there. I like to call it the golden years. You know, people like Ellis Paul, Martin Sexton, all those people were just getting started, and this is 5 years before John Mayer and Nora Jones. So I'm in there, and you know, I'm reading Bound for Glory. You know, I'm into the you know Woody Guthrie and everything that Bob Dylan was into, and kind of went in there. You know, there's a song for every occasion, and kind of came with that. Uh, you know, my that kind of idea, but it can, you know, when you're younger in your late 20s, you know, those dreams become over, you know, just shattered, and
yeah.
you're dramatic and you're emotional and this kind of stuff. You just look back and kind of go, all right, you know, like I said, it took me 20 years to kind of, I mean, to feel like, yeah, I'm accountable for my actions and for getting too emotional and just doing stupid things. You know what I mean? I've made
Mhm.
a lot of stupid mistakes, and you know, again, I'm happy that I've survived and I'm still here. You know.
Okay, so I'd like to see a show of hands in the room. How many people in the room have never made stupid mistakes? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Thank you very much, everybody. So, Kevin, I know that you brought us actually a song in Mandarin that we're going to listen to, not sing along to. So I'm wondering if you can share that now, and then we'll close with some more of your first song.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a song that is part of my next record. I've been working on an album for since lockdown began, and right now tentatively called Teresa because a couple things. It's based. It's a almost like a cover record, I guess you'd say. It's my musical interpretation of songs made famous by one of the most famous singers in Asia named Teresa Tang. She's probably the most famous singer, even though not many people know of her here, but you can look her up, Wikipedia. But she's considered the Elvis of the East. tragically died at the same age as Elvis, age 42. And her music is just really resonated with me back in like 2010. I was just, I guess, slightly, infatuated with her recordings and the songs, and then I started cherry picking some of the songs and had been wanting to do this album for several years. And then when lockdown began, I just started getting into it and recording tracks. And my second reason why is because my mother is named Teresa. She passed away a couple years ago, and and as well as my dog. So you guys probably saw Monk, and he passed away just about less than 3 weeks before my mother passed away. So February 2022 is definitely a difficult time, and this is kind of a record as a springboard of bouncing back and just kind of. But without getting all too emotional and sentimental, I won't do that. But this song called Tian Mi Mi, which in English means sweet kiss. So. 甜蜜蜜，你笑得甜蜜蜜，好像花儿开在春风里，开在春风里。在哪里，在哪里见过你？你的笑容这样熟悉，我一时想不起。啊，在梦里，梦里，梦里见过你，甜蜜。笑得多甜蜜，是你，是你，梦见的就是你。梦里 saw you in my dream. Tian Mi, your smile is so sweet. 是你，是你，梦见的就是你。在哪里，在哪里见过你？你的笑容这样熟悉，我一时想不起。啊，在梦里。
Thank you so much, Kevin. That was super beautiful. I love the whole notion of just thinking about smiling. Smiling forward seems to me also in line with what we've been talking about just sort of working at making everything better than maybe we found it. Thanks to you so much for bringing that to us. Thank you so much for being here and helping us think about and honor AAPI month. And I am, of course, going to be ecstatic and delighted to have you back in here any other month between now and the end of this year, and hope we can find another time. We've got all your links in the chat because I know you've got dates coming up when you're going to be on tour, and you've got projects you're working on, so I encourage everybody to follow you. We also put a link in the chat to when Kevin was actually in the room with us, so please also find that link and check out that great friendship song. Kevin, how do you think you would do if we just sang the chorus with you of the first song a few times through? Does that work?
Yeah, sure. We can do that.
So thanks again so much for being part of today's Daily Antidote and for being part of our Daily Antidote family. We love having you. And
thanks for having me, Joe. Or we could do a different song. We could do a quick, let's do this one. How about that? I'll do, this one's easy. It's called Brighter Day. It's real simple. It goes kind of a call and response thing. Sun is shining, sun is shining. I'm on my way. You sing, I'm on my way. Sun is shining, sun is shining. I'm on my way, on my way. I'm looking forward, I'm looking forward to a brighter day, brighter day. I found the road to my recovery, touchdown and back in touch with what is me. New round, been through this bumpy uphill climb. I've had to jump in double time, turn on a dime and never lose it. This game of life that we all plan to win. There's no shame in feeding off adrenaline. Refrain from what could be the end of us. Besides, the finest drug is made of music. The sun is shining, the sun is shining. I'm on my way, on my way. The sun is shining, and I'm on my way. I'm looking forward to a brighter day, a brighter day. I'm looking forward to a brighter, yeah, a brighter day. Thanks very much. I'm Kevin. So have a great Memorial Day weekend.
Woo! Thank you so much, Kevin. So everybody. Yeah, Kevin, really great to sing with you again. So the only thing we lost out on in the shift of song is we all didn't get to do the disco bounce with you.
Yeah.
We're gonna all do it right now just so you can see what it looks like. Everybody ready? Let's do it. Yeah, all right. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Kevin. It's been really nice spending time with you. And hope we'll get to see you again soon.
And thanks to Candace, of course. Thanks, Candace. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Thanks to Candace.
I hope my pronunciation was okay. I don't know if you speak Mandarin, but I'm always worried about the pronunciation police, but I'm working on it. It's a work in progress. So.
That's it. Okay. So I love it. So, Kev, if you can stay for a minute, we're actually going to be welcoming Candace. She's new to our team as of yesterday. And so after we go off the live stream, we're going to say a quick hi to her. So if you can stay, we're going to do a little screenshot picture also for a birthday. So stick around if you can. I'm going to say, well, just for a minute, I'm going to say a quick goodbye to everybody out there on the live stream. Thanks so much for joining us today. Great to have
Thanks so
Kevin
much.
So in the room with us, and hope we'll see him again soon. Thanks, of course, to Kevin coming in from Framingham, Mass. Candace in Los Angeles, thanks so much for running tech today. Arlene in California, David and Elsie in Oakland, Deborah in Kentucky, Susan in Ohio, Bonnie in Boise, Sheila in Florida, Sue in Seattle, Bob in Albany, Benet in California, Kathleen in Albuquerque, and in Nashville. Phil, Pauline, and William coming in from the UK. That's hello to all three of you, or goodbye to all three of you. Net in California, Hoda, British Columbia, Mabel and Two Bears coming in from Massachusetts. I noticed the Bears did a very good bounce. Linda on Orcas Island, Susan in Tacoma Park, Maryland, Jamie in Victoria, Kathy in Colorado, Cricket in Maryland, Sarah in Texas. Thank you, Dally in Maryland, Fred in Silver Spring, Maryland, Bob in Mass, Storm in Mass, Nancy, Washington State, Kat in Vermont, Amanda and Miles in Michigan, Gary in Massachusetts. There's Aloysius and Diane coming in from Massachusetts. And off camera today, we've got Athena, Lynn in Connecticut, and Curly Tops in Vermont. Thanks again, everybody on the live stream.
Let's go Celtics.
Oh.
Sorry,
All right.
Indiana.
We'll let you have that. All right. Bye, everybody. See you all tomorrow. Thanks so much.